Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuhu. They say Juma Mubarak to all of you. And today, before we do anything or say anything, we're actually going to pay homage today to some of our heroes that lost their life, and also to one of our brothers, dear brothers, Solo Sendeng. We remember him in our thoughts, in our prayers. We also remember him in gratitude. That's why today this Car Chronicle will be talking about living in gratitude. And when we hear gratitude, our life begins when we start living in gratitude. Our lives start happening, things start happening in our lives when we start living in gratitude. So today, when we look at the sun shining, when we look at the stars at night coming out, when we look at our health, to be able to listen to this fantastic gratitude, a lesson in gratitude, not only for you, but also for me. And we knew Santa Yalla bu baax. I know somebody is saying that ne pour ma laka wolof dina try bu baax ba pour laka wolof. Even though I'm because some of the things that I'm saying, it comes to me in English, and I have to probably relate it in Wolof, and I speak fantastic Wolof. So I'll try my best to speak Wolof, but also there's certain kind of things definitely will come in English. Tey ñu sant Yàlla bu baax a baax bañ gërëmee Yàlla bañ delloo suñ bopp Yàlla bañ delloo gërëm ci Yàlla di fàttaliku tey bu baax a baax suñu brother ak suñu càmmiñ suñu hero Solo Sendeng. Tey di ñaan Yàlla ñëpp képp koo xam ne ci fight for the freedom of Gambia you've lost sa bakkan ñu ngi lay ñaanal di la fàttaliku di wax ne ci li nga xare bi nga dee ak ci xaat bi nga dee tey ñu ngi delloo njukkal sa famille di la fàttaliku ci ñaan di la fàttaliku ci also di la màggal tey pour wan la ne yow li tax nga jóg Gambia moo taxoon nga jóg te Gambia moo tax nga ñàkk sa bakkan te li tax nga ñàkk sa bakkan du woon because of UDP bi nga bokk o li tax nga ñàkk sa bakkan du ne ay ñi nga àndal da nga ko defoon rek pour Gambia yi ñëpp defuloo ko tamit ni ko suma benn brother waxee tey ne Solo Sendeng mandinka nga da nga ko def pour réew mi da nga ko def pour electoral reform tey soo gisee Yaya Jammeh mun a daanu élection tey loolu mooy electoral reform yi nga doon laaj fekk yàlla noppi na ba pare yàlla wonoon nañu tamit ne men like you would lose their lives for people like us here pour ñu gis ne am na loo xam ne amal na solo amal na ite yàlla lool pour ñu taxaw buggante jàppante ba pare also am may ñu kàddu pour ñu mun a tey liñ am tey ñu celebrate ko te ñu ngi delloo Solo Sendeng jukkal di delloo képp ko xam ne lose nga sa life tey ci taxawal Gambia lose nga sa dignity ci taxawal Gambia lose nga sa kattan pour taxawal Gambia tey ñu ngi leen di delloo njukkal seen njaboot di leen ñaanal yàlla na suuf sedd seen kaw te yàlla boo leen dee in vain te li ngeen tax ngeen ñàkk seen bakken yàlla na ñun mu fi nekk ñun tamit ñu dëgëral seen kaddu dëgëral seen taxawaay also pour mun a def loo xam ne dina yóbbu réew mi kanam ñu di fàttalikuwaat suñ bopp ne wax na ñoo xam ne dañ ñàkk seen bakken pour Gambia tey ñu leen delloo njukkal di leen delloo njukkal seen njaboot yi di leen delloo njukkal ñiñ bokkal di leen jaale tey di leen fàttaliku di wax ne yàlla na seen dee yàlla bum niin So Tay, the reason why I wanted to come out and do this car chronicle, I came back from vacation. I was in Banjul. I just came back just to join my family to go to Dominican Republic. But I came back, I'm in Virginia, but I am on the road again and to visit a very dear friend of mine, a woman that I love, a woman that I adore. And the reason why today I am going to talk about a lesson in gratitude. Xam nga àddina bi ñun as doomu aadama dañ foog ne gratitude dañ ko war a wone rek ci yàlla lim ñu may wala dañ ko war a wone ci xéewal yi ñu yàlla defal mooy ci kër yi mooy ci melokaan ci biti ak li ñu nit ñi di gis ak am ak mbiri àddina. Tey dina cover loo xam ne it has nothing to do with I will show a gratitude today that has nothing to do with worldly stuff, but most importantly that has to do with human beings, that has to do with people, because life is all about people. And dinañ mun a ut alal dinañ mun a ut lépp luñ mun a ut waaye am nit dafa am loo xam ne dafa am solo. Parce que si nit la sa alal mun a yokkoo ci nit si sa xam-xam ci la mun a yokkoo ci nit la sa bugg sa boppa si la gën a mun a yokkoo ci nit si la yàlla mun laa won yow li nga am pour mun a delloo njukkal yàlla si nit la yàlla mun a wone ne am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi nekk ci ay tolof ci nit la yàlla mu ne wane ne tey am nañu tëdd ci biir de feebar am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ci hôpital yi am na ñoo xam ne taluñ lekk buñ lekk ci nit la ko yàlla di wane pour ñu mun a gis gratitude boobu noonu. And in seeing that gratitude and saying thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the people that you put in my path, and most importantly am na ñu bari ñoo xam ne dañuy ñëw ci sa àddina pour jàngal la àddina, am na ñoo xam ne dañuy ñëw pour wan la baax ba nga xam ne boo foogoon ne baax jeex na yàlla won la ne am na ñu la gën a baax. Am na ñoo xam ne tag yàlla daf leen di indi ci sa domaine pour ñu def la lu metti, pour ñu betray la, pour won la ne la yow kii kan nga war a mun a doon, pour won la ne pour nga jëlaat sa bopp. Because one of the things that I've realized in life that I also today want to show gratitude is one of the things that I want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the more you take yourself away from people, the more you stop being dependent of other people, the more you know that your life is also beginning, because you are not being needy, you are not also relying on other people for your life to be good or also for things to happen in your life. So when you detach from people, when you even detach even from your own even spouse, knowing that he is not the reason or she is not the reason why you are living, but because you have a purpose in life, yàlla ku nekk daf la koy indil ci sa àddina pour wan la yow naka nga war a dundee, pour wan la yow tamit ci sa yoon, pour wan la tamit daf ne yow kenn rek mënuloo demal sa bopp waaye da nga soxla ay people around you. So today, what I want to really show, because I live in gratitude every single day. And every day, one of the things that I try to do also, to quiet my mind so that my soul would speak. And I would say that again. Pour quiet, pour suma mind bi noppi, su ko defee suma soul bi muna ñëw wax. Parce que the mind, there is so many things that is going on in your mind. There are so many things you know Sahelbi. And all those things, if you're not careful and you want to react to everything that comes out in your mind and what your mind is telling you, the things that are working in your mind, I mean, most of the time, most people just want to come out and say exactly what their mind wants them to say. But one of the most important things, and your life would absolutely start beginning when you begin to speak from the soul. And how can you speak from the soul? I mean, the soul is one of the most beautiful things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has really given to us. Because from the soul, you're able to see the depth of humanity. From the soul, you're able to see what is right, what is wrong. From the soul, you're able to feel what your mind came up to, because it's not about the heart, it's about the soul, how your soul feels. So when you quiet your mind, when you get to a certain stage in your life, when you try to have your mind be quiet, but try to listen for that which is in your soul to come out, that is when you know you're beginning to live your life the way it needs to be, and also, most importantly, to live in gratitude. How can we live in gratitude? I cannot tell you how hard I continue to work every single day. How hard I continue to work every single day to live in gratitude. Because your life truly begins. Your life truly begins when you start living in gratitude. And that gratitude is not about the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done for you. It is also the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done for other things. It is other people. Sorry. It is also the greatness that you feel for other people. The service that you want to give to other people. It is also being happy for other people that they're living a life that is beautiful. Yalla may na len tranga, wala yalla may na sen doom yi ñu mëna def loo xam ne xéewal la, wala yalla may na len ñu mëna nekk ci situation boo xam ne your heart is happy for people, for the greatness, for the great things people have, for the not so great things that you even see around you, because we still show gratitude. Because in every moment that you see, there is a lesson in gratitude that we need to learn from it. Even not so great moments. When you look at the life of Solo Sendeng today, the Solo Sendeng has lost his life in service to his country. He has lost his life to standing for the truth. He has lost his life for standing up for justice. And today, because of that price that he has paid for his life, because the price that he has given to us, today as a nation, we're able to stand where we are today. Yes, there was a tragedy that had happened, but in that midst of that tragedy, today, we were able to reclaim ourselves. So for that reason, we show gratitude even in that moment when we were really sad for losing a brother of ours, for losing somebody who stood up for our country. I know, and also when we see Solo Sendeng's children, when we see them, we should also feel gratitude to him, because he lost his life and his children are here to see the legacy that we owe it to him. And the legacy is not only through we give this, we give that, but also living a life, living a Gambia in peace, loving each other, and also being kind to each other, and not living in a life where we fight each other. Also, because other people risk their lives so that today we'll be in unity. Other people risk their lives so that the Gambians would live to love each other, so the Gambians would live to be patriotic, the Gambians would live to see the bigger picture. Gambian people would live to gain a freedom, and this freedom will give them a life that is going to give the next generation and the next generation. Somebody gave up their life for us to be able to gain this freedom that we have today. And so many other people, as in Captain Jagajan, as in Jajanyas, as in so many other people, as in people that went to jail, and the people that also that died after all these things. These are all the things that, yes, something happened, we lost somebody, but also we look at what we have gained, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's what he does. There's a lesson in life. Everything that we see is a lesson. For even people that lose their children when they're very young, when they have cancer, on all these things. Yesterday I was reading a message on Facebook. This woman lost a 4-year-old who had cancer, but she was actually looking at the blessing that this child was. She was looking at her life, how much it has changed because of losing a child who actually was beautiful, losing a child who taught her so much about love, who taught her so much about living, who taught her so much about being there for somebody. So in the midst of everything that we're going through in life, even for those people that have spouses that are sick in hospitals, there is a lesson in gratitude that we also need to learn from these things. Because when we see somebody in pain, in that midst of that pain, you see the smile. They teach you about life. They teach you about giving. They teach you about being in a situation that is very, very compromising, but still these people find a way to bring smile into our faces. So everything that we see in life, everything that happens in our lives is a lesson in gratitude. And today, one of the things that I wanted to share with you, because in our lives, a lot of us, most of us are worried about a position in life. Most of us are worried about being loved by other people. Most of us are worried about belonging into certain groups and also to be accepted by certain groups. Most of us are worried about the things that do not really have meaning in life. Most of us are worried about being noticed. Most of us are worried about taking a stand. Most of us are worried about being those people who are recognized, not realizing that that moment, this moment where you are sitting right now, this moment that you are sitting right now is a moment in gratitude. Because here you are, if you're listening to this video, you have your senses. You're able to process what I am saying. Here I am sitting here, driving here in traffic. It is taking a very long time to get to where I'm getting to. But you know what? If I am moving here as a snail, let me use this moment. Let me use this moment in gratitude, and also to share this moment with so many people out there. There's a lot of things that in life that we take for granted. A lot of things we take for granted. And because we're looking for something that is beyond what we have right now. And because we don't see also what is beyond. So most of the time, we're always not actually living in gratitude. Because what it means not living in gratitude is being envious of other people. That means you're not living a life in gratitude. When you have rage in you, it means you're not living a life in gratitude. When you actually do not wish other people well, you are not living a life in gratitude. I am yet to meet somebody who is living a life in gratitude that brings pain for other people. I am yet to meet somebody who actually shows a kindness in his heart, but also tend to not show kindness to other people. These people that live their life in gratitude, every moment, even the painful moments in their lives, they look at it as an opportunity to thank, to be in the position that they are in. So I happen to be one of those people. Everything that I do, it's not about people. Everything that I do, it's because I am so grateful when the sun shines. I'm very grateful when I step on my feet at the beginning of my day, because there are so many people that do not have this opportunity. So when you're with people, how can you show a life of living in gratitude? Being content with the things you have. It doesn't matter how little or how big these things are. And wishing other people what you every single day are wishing for yourself. And also be acknowledging every moment, even the people that are in your life. Acknowledge the people in their life, in your life, the things that they do for you, what they represent for you. You know, I want to tell you, I came back from vacation. For the many things, and for the many reasons, I show gratitude. I came back from vacation. I opened a package. This particular woman, I talk to her twice a year in my life. This woman, the love that she has for me. And this is one of the things today I wanted to share a lesson in gratitude. This woman sends me a package, and every twice a year she sends me a package. And when I open the package, my heart always wants to fall, because what she does, she makes a package of hijabs. She says she's a hijabi, or she wears modesty. She sent me all these scarves and all these hijabs in different colors. And every time I open the package, I cannot tell you how my heart just falls on the ground for the love, for the comfort, for the appreciation this woman. And I know that woman is living in gratitude, because what she's saying to me, I love you, Kumba, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every time I am looking in my mind and I'm saying to myself, I want to go visit this woman. I want to go visit her. But life is so busy. Life is so busy, and most of the time we don't take the time to also reach out to the people that just love us for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the greatest things that I tell people, to be surrounded by people who just love you and unconditionally. These people, there's no agenda. These people, they just love you for what you represent, and also for how their heart feels when they're connected to you. And most of the time, it is our soul that gets connected to people. And again, that's why we speak from the soul. And we try to quiet the mind, because when the mind speaks, it doesn't speak what is with depth. But when the soul speaks, it speaks with gratitude. When the soul speaks, it gives you something that you cannot even put in words. And these are some of the things that I tell people. To live in gratitude, we must have our tribe. We must have our tribe. People that just love us for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Love us for what we represent. Love us for the greatness that is in us. Just love us for the greatness that is in us. Today, I came back from vacation yesterday. And there's this trip that I've been meaning to take for a very long time. There's this woman who has loved me for so long. This woman has been there for me. I've promised this woman that I was going to go see her. I got off from vacation. I was very, very, very busy. I said, I don't care how busy I am. This is part of the gratitude I am living. This woman has been so fantastic to me. I said, I am going to get into a car. She lives 4 hours away. I am going to drop everything that I am doing. I am going to get into the car. I am going to see this special woman who has loved me, who has been there for me, who takes care of me, who actually every single day is just happy that I am in her life. I call her up. I said, I am getting in my car. I am jumping in my car. And these are moments that we have to do, because life is all about people. Life, again, is all about people. I will say this again, my connection is a little bit weak, but what I am going to say, life is all about people. Today, I want to tell each and every one of you that is listening to this podcast, reach out to people that have loved you. Reach out to people that have been there for you, because most of the time we look for it in all the wrong places. We want to be connected to people because they are in the social circle. We want to be connected to people because these are the people that are the in people. But let me tell you, for these people that have not failed you, these people that continue to be in your life, these people that continue to represent and always be there in your life, whether you are great, whether you're not great, whether you represent this or you don't represent that, we need to get up and go do something for people that just love us. Today, when I called my friend and told her I was coming, you should see the enlightenment in her voice. You should see how excited she was. You should see how it meant to her. And the whole moment she keeps calling me, are you really coming? Are you really coming? Are you really coming? These are lessons in gratitude. I'm so grateful for this love of this woman, that I had to get up. I said, today, for what she represents to me, I am going to go see her. And because she has been so great to me and she has done so many great things for me, I remember all these gifts I was trying to bring to her children, and everything that I put in that suitcase, it was not enough. I wanted to give her more. I wanted to give her more. I wanted to give her more. I went to my closet. I went to look at more handbags. I went to look at all these great things that I can give to her, because my heart was so great, because the love that she has for me, that she has been there with me all these years, whether I was great, whether I visited her, whether I didn't visit her. Today, I am honoring Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and saying thank you to this wonderful woman, living in gratitude again today by driving 4.5 hours with my family, to tell her how much she means to me, to tell her that my life can stop because of her. So these are moments and these are things that we have to be able to do for people. And Ninyo Hanne, just living every single day. Today, I'm very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this life that I have, and the people that are in that life sharing that moment with me. Today, I am actually who I am because of the beautiful people that stick with me, the beautiful people that love me, the beautiful people that have not given up on me. Today, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for these people in my life. And I made a promise about a year ago, that I was going to visit every woman or every person that has been there for me, that have meant something to me, because life is not guaranteed. I am here today, and tomorrow my life might not be, and I might not be here tomorrow. So I made a promise that this year was, before the end of this year, every person that has meant something to me, I will pay you a visit. I will go to you. This is my 4th person this year. I've made time in my life to visit these people, to have a good time with these people, and also to really show the gratitude, show them love that they have given to me. In life, this is the things that we need to do for people that have been there for us, for people that continue to love us, whether we represent what we need to represent or we do not. Today and this year is the year that I got up. I visited 4 people that I had to go from state to state, country to country, continent to continent, just to go visit these people and show them love, show them what they've meant to me, and also say thank you so much for you being in my life. You know, my life has had a lot of ups and downs. It has had a lot of trials and tribulations. But what continue to give me the light, what continue to give me the success, is my submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's my love for people, my genuine love for the people, especially for the people that are in my life, for people that have not given up on me, for people that stick with me, for people that continue to pray for me, for people that continue to rise up to whatever the challenges that is in my life, for those people that continue to show me the way, for those people that continue to say, you know what, you're all right, and it's going to be okay. So this is the year. Everybody that has meant something to me, everybody that has been there for me, this is the year to get up and visit every single one of them. This trip that I'm taking, this Car Chronicles I am making right now, I am going to North Carolina. I am going to visit this woman who actually has been there for me, who has represented hope for me, who I remembered when I had my children. When I had a child, she came. When I'm having any trial and tribulation, she's there. Even the clothes that I wear, because when I have babies, I don't have ngente. I don't have people coming. What I do is I call the imam and they come. They bless. They do the ngente for my children, because I'm not one of those people. I don't bring people around to have ngente and all these things. But I remembered she came, she said, you have to wear something nice. She went and got me something nice and brought 4 different things and said, I want you to wear all these things. This woman, I've been trying to visit her for the last 4 years, but I've been so busy. Today, I'm getting up, driving 4 hours after my vacation, and to visit this woman. I'm so happy to do this. It's one of the gratitude, the living of gratitude. I'm so happy. I cannot wait to see her. I cannot wait to have a great moment with her. I cannot wait to hug her, just to tell her how grateful I am for being my friend. She's not family, she's my friend. But this girl has been there for me, with me, through my trials, through my tribulations. This woman has been one of the most secret keepers of my life, of everything that I hold and dear to me. Today, because I decided 4 years ago to live in gratitude, to be kind to people, to remember those people that have been there for me, and to also give to people what I have not been able to have in my life, and also to be able to show kindness to people. Not only the people that have shown kindness to, but everyone that I meet in my life. I want to live in gratitude, and I want to live in gratitude through people. I want to live in gratitude to the kindness of my heart and spreading so much joy to people. So I'm saying to my wonderful, wonderful girlfriend, I am coming. I'm coming to be there with you, with your children, and I know this moment means a lot to you. This moment means a lot to me, because I know the reason why I'm doing all these things. Because I know today, if one of these women or one of these people in my life, if they're called and said, Kumba is sick today, or Kumba is dying today, these women will take a trip to see me at my last moments. So for that reason, before our last moment comes, we need to reach out to people. We don't want to wait until it's too late. We don't know if today is our last moment or tomorrow is our last moment. So that's the reason this year in my life, I'm going to visit every person that has meant so much to me, and that continue to be in my life, that continue to be inspiration in my life, that continue to give me love. And regardless of who I am, what I represent, regardless if I've called them, if I didn't call them, I am showing this living in gratitude moment is this trip that I'm taking is part of that. I'm so happy and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm able to do this, and I'm also able to share this moment with all of you. If you're listening to this podcast, life is very, very short. Life is very, very, very short. We don't wait until last moments to say thank you to people, or we wait until the people are not there anymore. We go to the funerals, we thank them, we show them gratitude. We need to be kind to people. We need to do stuff for people whilst they're alive. So again, I'm just so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being this woman that I am. I'm so grateful for all the people that are in my life. I'm grateful for this journey that I've been on. I'm grateful to so many people that I've met down the line. I'm grateful for when I'm in Gambia, all these moments and all these people that I get to spend my life, that I to give my life. And there are so many of them, and I'm not going to name names here because this is very, very sacred to me. This is something that is dear to me. And for anybody that I was in Banjul that took the time to show me love, took the time to be there, took the time to cook for me, took the time to enjoy life, enjoy laughter with you. I am really very grateful for this opportunity that you guys continue to give to me, to be able to see the greatness in the world, to be able to give greatness, and also to accept that in life we need people, and life is all about people. Today, as I live in gratitude, I'm saying thank you so much for this life and the people that are every single day being there for me, being there with me. I thank you, and I hug you, and I pray for you, and every single day I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the love that we all continue to share. I'm a very, very grateful woman. My life has been great, not because of the things that I have, but because of the great people that I have in my life. I am able to endure because of the beautiful people in my life. I'm able to achieve greatness because of the great people in my life, including my spouse, including my children, including everybody that finds Kumba valuable, including anybody that reach out to me and show me love and love me just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I love you right back. And the well wishes for those that I do not hear, that you sit, you pray for me, I say thank you. I pray for you back. And love is all I have for humanity. And I thank you for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this living in gratitude. I'm encouraging every single one of you today to make a commitment to live in gratitude. I'm encouraging you to wish your brothers and sisters well, to speak from your soul, to quiet your mind so that you can see the possibilities in the world. You could see the greatness in people, and also realize that the greatness that you give to people is the only greatness that you receive. And every time you're in circles that is full of drama, that is full of agenda, do not blame those people. Ask yourself, why are you in the situation that you are in? Because people who live in gratitude, people that are kind and not jealous in their heart, people that are kind, that live in gratitude, do not feel envious of other people, people that are grateful to God, to people that are asking for more blessings in their lives. These people live in gratitude. And when you live in gratitude, you see the greatness in people. And everybody that you see that is doing great things, you wish them well. You do not speak ill of other people when you live in gratitude. Because the greatness that you see in yourself, that is what you wish for those that are not even kind to you. But those that are even not kind to others, Gambians as people, we need to start living in gratitude. Because when we live in gratitude, we don't throw stones at other people. When we live in gratitude, we don't look at other people and hate them for no reason. When we live in gratitude, we do not just look at people and said, who does this person think they are? And we don't also wish that the things these people have is what we have. Every single one of us has a purpose in life. Let us live a purpose. And when we first live in gratitude, that is when our life begins. And when that life begins, it manifests itself in everything that you do. And you will beginning to see the miracles of life. You will beginning to see your life taking a turn. And you will begin to see kindness coming to you. And you begin to see to give the kindness to other people. I am telling you, this is one thing we need now more than ever. Let us start living our life in gratitude so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue to bless us, bless our children, and give us those things that we aspire in our lives. Because you cannot wish for yourself and then wish none for other people. Every time, whatever you want for yourself, want it for other people, wish it for other people, and also make sure other people that are surrounding you are blessed with that kind of life. And also, if you are also around people and you're the only one that is benefiting, you're the only one that is shining, you're the only one that is making money, you're the only one everybody adores, you're the one that everybody looks up to, share that love. Share that love. Share that success with other people, so that people around you would also share in the glory that is in you, and also share in your light, and also your light would shine through other people, and the gratitude that is in you will spread. That every time that you see is the smile that is inside of you, is the love that you give in yourself. Today I say thank you to everybody that is on this podcast. I'm thanking you for showing up. Thank you for sharing this beautiful moment with me today, and also a lesson in gratitude, and also so thankful for this opportunity, this moment that we have right now. Today, I want you to count your blessings. If you have children, count your blessings. If you don't have children to share it, there are so many other people, so many children that need a blessing. for you to share your life with. Be kind to other people. If you also having businesses and other people having businesses, share the knowledge that you have, share the success that you have, share what makes you successful, so that other people will be successful. Because when those people are successful, it has a way of manifesting yourself, those things in your life. If you see people struggling, get a hand out there, see what you can do to be part of those people's life, and not expect anything in return. Do not expect to be thanked for it, but just doing it because humanity needed it, because your sister needed it, because your brother needed it. And do not remind people of what you have done for them and when you stood for them, because in reality you are not standing for them, you are standing for God. Because when you see humanity struggling, when you see somebody struggling, you need to stand up and be there for them. That is living in gratitude. Let us live our life in gratitude and give to people limitlessly. Let us not take from people, but every single day aspire to give. Because people that live in gratitude every single day want to give their smile, want to give their love, want to give their kindness. Wherever they see struggling, they want to put relief in it. Wherever they see people not getting what they want, they're there to see what I can do to improve this person's life. And one of the things, when we live in gratitude, we do not worry about who's doing this, who is doing, because we are so overwhelmed with this gratitude that we have, that we are not worried about who is doing for us, who is not doing for us, who is standing for us, who is not standing for us, who is representing this for us, who is there for us. We're not looking at all those things. Anybody who is there with us, we say thank you to it. If it's even one person, we say thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for bringing that one person in our lives to stand for us. Let us stand for people and not expect anything in return. Let us not do things and expect those people to reciprocate that for us, because you are not doing it for that person. When you live in gratitude, you're doing it for God, because everything that you do, you come from a good place. Everything that you do, you come from a place of God. Everything what you do, you look at the greatness that is God. Everything that is beautiful, even when you look at the stars, when you look at the moon, when you look at the beauty that is around you, when you look at the trees falling, you see God. Let us try to see God in our relationship with people. Let us try to see God in our dealings with people, in everything that we do, so that when we are not with those people in our lives anymore, we do not are regretful. And one of the things that I want to tell all of you today, let us not have any regrets in our lives, because regret is a useless emotion. I'm going to say it again. Regret is a useless emotion. It doesn't do anything for you. Whatever happens in your life, what you didn't do in your life, or whoever you did for this or that, and you don't regret what you did for them. When you live in gratitude, you do not have regrets. Every moment of your life, you're living that in gratitude. And everything that happens in your life, you do not look at it as poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. Because at that moment, you said, Spirit is putting me into this, or is giving this to me. There's a reason. If I am in pain, or I'm sick, or I'm getting a divorce, or my life is not great, or I'm not being treated well, when you live in gratitude, you do not look at the trials that you have. You look at that moment that you have right now and what you can do to change that moment into a positivity. That is what people do that live in gratitude. They don't say, poor me. They don't say, look at my life. They don't say, God is not blessing me at this moment. Why is this happening to me? Everything that we happen in our lives, other people are looking at the strength in us and saying, oh my God, look at her. Look at her with everything that is going on in her life. She's triumphing. With everything that is going on in his life, look at him. These are all the things that we need to be living. We live in gratitude. Other people see it in us. When we're going through pain, other people see it in us, and they're able to say, wow, if this person can live in this life, why am I not living? Why am I with all the trials and tribulations? Most of the time when I see somebody that does not have legs, they learn to eat, or they don't have hands and legs. And these people learn to eat with their other things that they have. I've seen an artist that doesn't have hands, but this artist create the most beautiful art with his mouth. When I look at that, I ask myself, what is my excuse? Every single one of us have to ask ourselves, what is our excuse? I'm going on and going on because I'm feeling this moment. I'm so overwhelmed with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessing that He's giving me at this moment, and the life that I'm living, the gratitude that I'm living in it, and also the people that are in my life, and also how I'm able to look beyond myself. These are all today that I wanted to share with you, and I want every single one of you today to get up. Do not look at your life. Do not look at what you do not have. Look at what you have. Look at how grateful you are. Look at the moment that you have. Look at the beauty that you have. Look at the potential. And wherever there's life, there's always opportunity. So I'm so filled with the Spirit of God right now. I'm so filled with, overwhelmed with the greatness that Allah subhanahu has blessed me with, that has nothing to do with money, that has nothing to do with being successful as a businesswoman. It all has to do with how I feel inside at this moment, that I am not dead. God is giving me a moment to fix things in my life. Is giving me another opportunity to be kind. Is giving me another opportunity to just be feel so wonderful and so great, and give me an opportunity to change my life to be better, and also to correct so many of the wrongs that I have done. And today I am able to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, forgive me, and thank you so much for this life that you have given me, with its trials and with its tribulations, with its triumphs, with the beautiful people, the wonderful people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to give to me. So I say Alhamdulillah, and I'm saying Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. When you live your life in gratitude, when you live your life in gratitude, you don't worry about when you live your life in gratitude, you don't worry about who doesn't wish you well, or he doesn't wish you well. When you're living in gratitude, you do not worry about what the world dishes to you or gives to you. What you said is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thank you, and may you give me the strength to endure. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also doesn't give us things in our lives, we need to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have you forgotten me? If my life is good, everything is working great, I have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have you forgotten me? Why haven't you given me a trial and tribulation? Why haven't you given me something that I would remember your magnificent? I would remember your beneficent, because every single day that we have things in our lives that we sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask for those blessings, it is an opportunity to realize and also to get the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because what he says, kisma jamla akluma ko muna tek mu may jamu mu ngi delluwaat ci boppat ci moom. Yàlla nag dama koy elevate. May I elevate this person to another level. Every single day, I don't worry about how tired I am. I am not worried about the circumstances of my life. I'm not worried about what I have, what I don't have. But even if everything's going right with me, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have you forgotten me? Have you forgotten me? I need to be reminded of your beneficence. I need to be reminded that I am not the only person in this world. For that reason, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He gives you something, or you're trying to work at something, it is hard, I sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or I see another person in my life that is struggling, I sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when I do that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding me that, you know what, you're my creation, but you're also remembering those that are not you. You are remembering that you are not the only one who's deserving of my beneficence. You are not only remembering you are not the only one that is deserving of love, of all this greatness. And how I can manifest that is pray for my brothers and sisters. Pray for those in pain. Pray for anybody who is actually wanting to do something. And most of the time, if God is my witness, every time somebody is trying to do something, I will reach out to you. How is it going? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. It's going to be okay. Maybe you should do it this way. You should do it that way. Because I believe that the more I give to people, the more I actually even show people the way. There's a way that has to manifest in my life. And whatever success, and every time somebody says, you've touched me, it was not me touching them. It was through the beneficence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put through me to touch somebody. So what I am telling every single one of you, touch anybody that you can. Wish your brothers and sisters well. Even for things that you do not have, wish them for other people. When people are going through stuff or they're having success in their life, do whatever you can to help them be successful. Do whatever you can to add in their success. Because let me tell you, it's one of the miracles of life. It's one of the benefits of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every time that you do not think of yourself, but think of other people, there's a way it has to manifest in your life. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I will not forgive you, get you too. The more that you have not forgotten other people, I will also, the little that I give people, or the lot that I give people, I will remember you. I will also give you something that is deserving. So today, I just wanted to share with you my lesson in gratitude. I wanted to share with you how my heart feels. I wanted to say thank you to all these wonderful people that are in my life. Thank you to all these people that were part of my journey. I'm so thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the trees, for my children, for you, whoever is listening to you. I'm praying for all of you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless you. I said Alhamdulillah, and thank you so much for joining us, and also in this lesson in gratitude. And I know I'm going on and on and on. The reason why I'm going on, because I'm so filled with just the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why I'm sharing this moment with you. And I hope that today, if it is one thing that you've heard from this, that you can do something for somebody that's other than you, that you can do for the world and not expect so much in return, and also do away with regrets in your life, no regrets, and also accept people for who they are, and also give to people, and also acknowledge people, and do not try to take away from people, and cleanse your heart, and also purify your heart, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue to give you the blessing that is so abundant. This world is so full of abundance. I see so many people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed because of their kindness, and also because how much they have given to the world. I want all of you, I wish great for all of you. So I want you all to gain on the beneficence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has for all of you. The only way you can be doing that is living your life in gratitude. And once you do that, your life would begin, and that the miracles of life will start happening, and that's when we don't worry about the things that we do not have. That's when we live in gratitude. That's when we are kind to people. That's when we don't wish anybody ill feeling. That's when we don't sit in our homes and look at people and go chambay, or look at people and say holoko, or look at kids. We never worry about other people, but we are so filling with abundance that we want to give to other people, so that the people's lives, and anything good that we see, we share it. Everything good that we see, we are part of it. Everything good, and that goodness will come back to us. I'm wishing you all abundance today. I'm wishing you love. I'm wishing you the greatness that this world has to offer. I'm wishing you the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your heart. I'm wishing that God will give to you all that you give to other people, because that's how the world works. What you wish for other people, you're the one that's going to be the first recipient of it. So today, I want you to stand up, and stand up for people, love for people, wishing each other well. Cleanse your heart from envy, from jealousy, from rage, from wishing people unhealthy and ill will. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.